Good morning. It is Sunday morning here in Prague. It rained a bit overnight and it's a little gloomy and cloudy right now, but nonetheless we're off to Berlin, where the weather seems like it's about the same as here right now. Right now we're just waiting for our Uber. Decided to be a little bit lazy. Still a bit tired even though we went to bed a bit early last night. We stayed in, didn't go out drinking. So I do feel a bit refreshed, but figure we have an hour until our train is scheduled to leave. So we'll take a quick Uber to get there a bit quicker, grab some breakfast and get on our train. We're about 10 minutes away from when our train's scheduled to arrive, and there's still no platform number. So it may be a rush to the platform. Hoping it's a close one at least, but we'll see. I guess everybody here's on our train. They just announced it's platform 6 and the mad rush to the train. Quite the trek. They put us all the way to the back in platform 6. It's a mad dash, everybody heading that way. We have about 5 minutes to get there. So hopefully they wait for everybody to get on. Fun fact for everybody, this is the same train station where they filmed the movie Eurotrip in. A minute ago it said delay 10 minutes and now it's delay 15 minutes. Not sure the reason, but gives people enough time to figure out their seats and get settled in, so can't be too bad. And we're off to Berlin. Goodbye, Prague. Tento vlak zastavuje ve stanicích Praha-Holešovice, Ústí. We have entered Germany and should be in Berlin in just about 2.5 hours. It's just after 2:30. Our train was scheduled to be close to Berlin by now. That's obviously been delayed, but it shouldn't be too much longer. Alicia's tired. We've arrived at Berlin Südkreuz, which means we're about 10-15 minutes away from Berlin Hauptbahnhof. It's been a relaxing journey, a little bit boring outside, cloudy, rainy. Not a whole lot of visibility, but we're almost here in Berlin. Crazy here right now, crazy busy. I'm gonna try to get out of the way and get to our S-Bahn train. Hey everybody, I am at the Airbnb. So in case you're wondering where the footage is of us getting to the Airbnb, there's an interesting story behind that, and not a very good one, at least from my perspective. You saw us getting to the Berlin Hauptbahnhof train station. We ended up losing our camera case. I still have the camera, so before you start thinking anything crazy, the camera's good, the camera's safe. So what happened was we were on the train, we were at the train station, or pulling into the train station, and people had already started, lining up to get off the train. The trains don't stay at the stations that long, so it's a bit of a mad rush to get off the train. People are trying to get on the train. It's a bit of a mess. I had basically got out of the chair and pulled my big bag down, Alicia's bag down. What I forgot was my camera bag, which was under my seat. We got off the train, we get upstairs. It's a madhouse in there. Like, there's a lot of people trying to get up one escalator. We get up one floor. I realize I don't have my camera bag. I immediately drop my bags. I just say to Alicia, watch this, and I run back, and the train had left. That should be an indication of how little time we had, that in the time that it took us to get up the escalator, and then for me to literally run back down, it was literally as soon as we got up to the top of the escalator, I realized my bag was not with me. The train had left. That bag basically had 2 batteries. It had 2 empty memory chips, so thank God I didn't lose any of the footage from this week. It also had the charger for my batteries, so I'm left with 1 battery, which is only half full. I haven't used it since because I want to preserve that in case there's something that comes up that I really need the camera for. It also has my charger that splits everything into 4 USB ports and a North American to European converter. So that last bit's gonna be hard to get. Luckily, Alicia still has hers. I'm so glad I didn't put hers in mine and carry everything. Yeah, so tomorrow, the first thing we're gonna do is head to Saturn. It's an electronics store, kind of like Best Buy. They're not open on Sundays. We checked everything out. Everything is closed on Sundays. So tomorrow, first thing, we're gonna check the Saturn store. Luckily, the Airbnb we're staying at is just a short walk to Alexanderplatz, which has this electronics store there. I've already checked the website. They have a battery and they also have memory chips. So I will buy a spare memory chip so that I know the one that I'm using right now is running low. I'll buy a second spare one so that we can vlog the rest of the trip and we won't lose anything. The one thing I'm a little bit worried about is the charger. I think, or at least Alicia thinks they will have it, and she's convinced me to believe that they will. So hopefully they do. We reported everything to Deutsche Bahn. I also filed an online report. When I got there to report it, right after we discovered that it was missing, this really nice lady called a bunch of people, said that the conductor told her it was way too busy on the train. It was jam-packed full. He wasn't going to check right then and there, which I don't know why. I mean, I even told her exactly where the bag was, what it looked like, what was in it, what seat and cart it was under. So all he had to do was go exactly where I told him to, and he would have said, yes, it's here, no, it's not, which means someone would have stolen it and hidden it. Nonetheless, he wasn't willing to do that, so she told me to come back a couple hours later when the train had arrived at its terminus station, which was in Hamburg. So I did that. The lady was gone. There was another guy there. I explained to him again exactly what happened, what the lady told me, exactly where the bag was. At first, he just checked online, said there's nothing. And then I persisted. I said, can you phone? he made a few phone calls and got the bad news that, you know, they hadn't found anything. So I filled out some more paperwork, gave that into him. So they have it online and handwritten. So hopefully something gets turned in. Hopefully it was just a case of, you know, the conductor hadn't gone through, or maybe someone had picked it up and was going to turn it in. I don't know. At this point, my spirits are a bit low. I'm not expecting anything. It's been a pretty bad day from that respect, so I'm expecting that to continue. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm going to hopefully buy a replacement when I get home. Of course, I'll replace everything as I had, and that'll be fine. But I don't want to miss out on vlogging the rest of this trip. We still have another 7 days left. At least I didn't lose anything. At least in my head, I'd planned to put my passport in there because I was thinking, you know, I'm carrying this with me all the time. So glad I didn't do that. So glad that the memory chip I had in held out and I hadn't filled it up. So the memory chip I've been using the whole time has been in the camera. I had the camera with me, so I didn't lose anything. And it's just basically replacing everything else that I had in there, which is replaceable. It's not like I lost anything that's irreplaceable. It's not like I lost anything that's going to be too difficult to replace. It just may be a bit of an inconvenience. That's basically what happened today. That's why there's not any more footage. And hopefully tomorrow and the rest of the trip is better.